going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence.
I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a revolutionary war. That will be a hit to our country, just like losing a war. And we can't let that happen. And too many countries now are fighting to get off the dollar.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. We have the stock market pulling back, and the S&P and the Nasdaq Dow is slightly up. Now, I tell you, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We can look at CME, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Volume and open interest is not like it was. The liquidity is definitely shrinking. And we have yield rates slightly up. We have the dollar up. We have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $475 billion yesterday. And make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis. As we see, it is creeping up a little. Now, we have the UK minister says government only has time to implement stable coins and staking legislation. And we know why. That's for the central banks. Remember, stable coins keep the central banks in charge. And then also, this money is going to be programmable, telling you what, when, when, and how to buy. And you have 3 to 6 months to spend it or poof, it's gone. And staking is just like interest or dividends. So we're slowly seeing this digital economy being built right in front of the sheep's eyes. Now we have the central banks and big banks to explore sharing ledger technology for multi-asset transactions using the US dollar. Citigroup, JP Morgan, MasterCard, Swift, Deloitte, sharing ledger technology by simulating multi-asset transactions in the US dollar. And we see that real-time settlement is right around the corner because we know Fed now is definitely interoperable. And remember, the crypto teacher tells you. Now we have the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale, of course, all down. Now we have crypto trading firm Wintermute to provide liquidity for Hong Kong Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. And Wintermute is London, England based. And the fourth industrial revolution, there is no competition. Right now, it's no competition. It's just the illusion. They play the Hegelian dialectic to do the divide and conquer. But when we look at crypto, we see all these countries moving in the same direction of the fourth industrial revolution. They all have the same plan. And this is the reason why they don't teach finances in school. Because you would notice the only thing you have to do is follow the money. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have BitMEX back in the casino. Launches options trading powered by PowerTrade. Now we have MoonPay partners with BitPay to streamline crypto transactions. And guys, we know that's all about adoption. And we have a few of these movies coming to an end. Now we have FTX plans full payback to all creditors. plus billions in compensation. And yes, guys, you heard that correct. Full payback. Now, how many bankruptcies you've seen where the creditors get full payback? But those of us who's been here have seen billions and billions pop up. And then on top of it, crypto went to the moon. But those who own crypto got 2017 pricing. And then we saw Pantera Capital get a big discount on Solana. So we see the NWO puppets definitely getting payback. Now we have the Japanese crypto exchange CoinCheck sees Nasdaq listing completion by third quarter. And remember, exchanges are nothing but banks, but we know Japan was one of the first countries that was bought into playing out this fourth industrial revolution. And then on top of it, we have Japan coming on the American exchange instead of staying in Japan or going to one of the emerging markets exchanges. Remember, guys, in the fourth industrial revolution, there is no competition, just an illusion. And then lastly, guys, another movie that's about to come to an end. We have the SEC files final response in Ripple XRP case. And this case started back in 2020. That is correct, people. And that's how you know it was all a movie. This is ridiculous. But Gary Gensler had to kick the can down the road in order to buy time for the emerging markets to flip the switch. And we know they're definitely ready. And that's why these drums are going to get louder. Once we get close enough to this election, they're going to start pulling the rug. And in 2025, the United States will follow. And we're behind on purpose because the NWO wants China, the dragon, to rise along with that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR, giving us a level playing field. And you're witnessing the fall of America to Babylon along with that United States world reserve currency. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the new Road Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.